Hi, I'm Sarah with Core Motion Fitness, and this is your December core class. All you need for today's 30-minute workout is one dumbbell and a mat. So let's go ahead and get going. We're going to start at the end of our mat with a nice little warm-up, and then we'll get right into the workout. So take a big inhale up, stretch your arms nice and tall, and hinge at the hips. We're going to walk ourselves out into a downward facing dog. So walk the hands out, press your hips up and back, and rock forward into a plank position. And we'll just transition between those two moves about 5 times. This workout's going to go fairly quick today, so I hope you enjoy it. We're gonna bring the energy up here in just a moment and take one more, please. And then drive your right knee right into the chest, hold, and stretch back into a downward facing dog, and left leg steps in, hold, inhale back, and continue on. Stacking your shoulders right over your hands. Good job, one more time on each side. And then let's add a little bit more to this combination. Right leg extends all the way up and behind. Step forward into a lunge and hold. Lift your right arm up and take a big rotation. Set the hand back down. Let's do that again. And one more time. And moving on to the left side. Hands to the ground, press back into your downward facing dog. Left leg lifts and step forward and rotate. Good job, one more time. And moving on, push back into that downward facing dog again, and let's try it again. Rock forward to plank and back. Just 2 times. And knee to the chest. Bring it in, hold. And one more time on the other side. And let's take that big extension of the leg and step forward into a lunge. Rotate 2 times. And moving on to the other side, press back. Left leg lifts, step forward, and rotate. We're gonna bring a little bit of intensity into this warm-up, so push back into a downward facing dog, hold, and let's roll forward into a plank position, and mountain climbers, drive the knees to the chest. You've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push back, downward facing dog. Let's repeat again, roll to plank, and back. One more time. And let's bring the knee into the chest here and hold. 2 times total. And right leg pops up and back. Step forward into your lunge and take that rotation to the right. Moving on to the left side, press back and left leg lift, step forward and rotate. Very good. Press back into your downward facing dog and shoot forward into regular mountain climber. Drive the knees to the chest. Good job. You've got 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold plank. We're going to finish up with a gentle knee drop to the ground. So tuck the knees to the ground, squeeze your glutes and rise up. Just 4, and 3, and 2. You've got one more time. And hold, and drop the knees to the ground, sit back into a child's pose, and stretch. All right, moving into our next sequence. Go ahead and push your body out in front, and lay your hips to the ground. Hands are going to begin right underneath your shoulders, and heels are rotated slightly in. Pull your abdominals off the mat, and roll your nose, and lift through the chest, softening the elbows as you rise, and release back down. Big exhale to lift and hold. Good job. You've got one more time. And now adding on, we're gonna take a big reach to the front. So as you lower your body, reach both arms out and hold. Good. Now lift your legs and lower the legs. Good. Option if you need to, take your fingertips to the ground. We are squeezing through our glutes as we lift and lower those legs. You've got one more time. And hold both arms and legs up. Take it into a swim. Eyes are looking at the ground for 4, and 3, and 2, One more time and release. Slide your hands back underneath the shoulders and let's try it again. Draw the abdominals in, heels towards one another, and roll your nose up and extend through the spine. Good. Only pushing as far as you're comfortable with without your shoulders coming into your ears. You've got one more time. And now shooting those arms out in front. Lift the legs and lower the legs. Again, this is more for the glutes and the back. Good, you've got two more. Getting ready to move into that swimmer right here. Hold and swim, swim, swim. Again, option just legs only or maybe just arms only. Up to you. 4, 3, 2, and we are gonna add just a little bit more here. Hold and bring your elbows to the ground. And we're gonna just bend our knees, lower them to the mat, tuck our toes, and push back into a dolphin. So if you need to soften your knees, bring your feet in a little bit more, you can do that. And hold here. And then we're gonna rock forward into a plank position. So plank, and then bend the knees, hips up and back, and come forward again. Palms are flat on the mat, and you've got one more. And we're gonna put all of that together here as we roll ourselves back down to our starting position. Hands right in front of the shoulders, heels rotated in, and we roll our nose off the mat and lift, and then roll back down. Good job, one more time. And hold, get ready to shoot those arms out in front and lift the legs at the same time. Now lower and lift. Good, keeping the abdominals pulled up into the back to support your back. You've got two more lifts here. And hold your arms long and swim, swim, swim. Good job. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slide the hands back down, tuck the toes, soften the knees, and rock back. Maybe walk the feet in a touch, and then rock forward to plank and hold. Good, you've got 4 more just like that. And 2 to go. Good, last one right here. Knees are soft. And I want you to hold it out in your plank position. Hold, hold, hold. We're gonna hold this for 10 seconds longer. So elbows, hands pressing to the mat. Look out in front. 3, 2, 1, and knees down. Rock back, stretch it out, and let's move on. This next set, you're gonna need your weight. So 1 dumbbell, I'm using a 10-pound dumbbell, but anything that you have, and if you don't have a weight, you can just use your hands as well. All right, so we are gonna start in a lunging position. So right leg is forward, left leg is back, okay? So knee tucked under, and we're just holding right here. You're gonna take your weight. Now I want you to move towards your right leg. We're gonna go around the back of the head in a halo. So in a lunge hold, if you need to modify this, maybe you don't wanna do a full lunge, you can do a straight leg hold, just like so. So, knee tucked under, holding, bracing. Now this is gonna seem and look easier than it actually is. So hands out in front, getting ready for a halo. We're gonna go towards our right leg, around the back of the head, hold in front. So let's continue that on right here. So around the back of the head, hold. Good, you're going in the same direction the whole time. Good job. So our goal here is to stay stable through the abdominals, through our hips, and not let our body rock side to side as we get this going. Good, be really mindful to take it all the way back behind the head, not just over the head. And you've got one more time here. One more time, we're gonna add a little bit more. We're gonna take this down to the ground. So bottom knee tucked under, okay? And bring your weight right down in front of your hips, straight up in front of the body. So exhale, lift straight up over the head, and inhale back down. Now take it to your right side, right over to the right shoulder without rotating, and then back to the center again. All the way up, and inhale down, exhale to the corner, and inhale down. We're trying to fight any kind of movement that wants to happen in the hips or the ribs. Good, and exhale up. And you've got one more in each direction here, and then one more layer to this move. Good, and take it to the side. and release back down. Take your weight in your left hand, right leg stays forward. We're simply gonna straighten our back leg. You can have your right hand here on your leg, and we're gonna row. So this is a row, okay, with a slight rotation. If you can see from the side view here. Okay, I'm not twisting, but just pulling up and fighting the rotation with my core. Now to make this more challenging, float your opposite hand off of your leg out to the side. So again, from that other view, right here, oops, see that? My body wants to wobble. And you've got 3 more, 2, and 1, and hold, 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 and release that weight. Good. Let's try the other side. So we start in our tucked knee lunge and hold right here. Weight comes to the front of the body, and we go around the back of the head in our halo. So all the way back and around, hold. Just kind of warming up the trunk, right? Try to keep your shoulders over your hips. Good job. You've got 3 more right here. And we are gonna move on. Okay, knee comes down to the ground, all the way down. Weight drops down in front. Tuck your hips ever so slightly, straight up the center on the exhale. Lift up, inhale down. Now go to the left side, just right to the left side of the head, not too far. Exhale, lift, inhale down. Good, keep it coming. Now, if you need to bend your elbows, you could bend your elbows and do this move just like so, and even to the side, but try to go for the straight arms if possible. Exhale, lift up. And 1 more in each direction, right here. Lift up. And very good, last one. Moving on to the 3rd layer of this set. Put the weight in the right hand, straighten out your back leg, hand on your left leg if you'd like, and pull. And pull, good. No rotation if possible. And then try for that balancing move with the arm out to the side. You've got a big knee bend in the front and straight leg in the back. 3 and 2, 1 more time, hold. Come on, hold that arm up, squeeze through your back, brace your core. 3, 2, guess what? Let's try it all again on the other side. So release, switch legs, tuck the knee underneath. Okay, we're gonna add halos in both directions this time. So start with the weight right out in front of the chin, drop into that nice lunge, halo around in one direction, hold, switch directions. A little bit challenging. Good job. We're going for 5 in each direction. Okay, you got this. All right, 1 more in each direction. And maybe I did 6 there, that's okay. And last one, and hold. Great job. Drop to the ground, bottom knee down, come straight down the middle, and I want to go a little bit quicker. Are you ready? So quick up the front, and slow down. Quick up to the right, slow down. Do it again. Exhale, lift, inhale down. So you're bracing at the top, you're working posture, and there might not look like there's that much of a difference from up the center and off to the side, but you should be feeling a little tug on the left obliques as you go over to the right side. And 1 more in each direction. Up. Good job, last one. And let's move right into those rows. So switch the weight, lift your back leg, and go right into the hold if you can. Elbow pulling up. Nice job. You've got 3 more. And 2. Hold right here. Hold, hold, hold. 3, 2, 1, and release. Step forward. Switch to the other leg. Tuck the knee under. Get down in that lunge. Remember, halos in both directions. Weight to the front and begin. 5 in each direction. Come on. Here's number 3. Good job. And 1 more in each direction right here. Stopping every time in front of the chin. And done. Drop the knee to the ground and hold right here. So you might need to wiggle that front leg out a little bit so you have some room right in front of the hips. So tuck, inhale, exhale up quick. Inhale down, you're going to the left. So right over to the left eyebrow and up the center. Good, no tweaking the back here. We've got to use the exhale to strengthen our core as we lift. Here's number 3. Good job. And 4. Good, one more in each direction. You've got this. Up. And moving on right away to the row. Use your right hand and take the arm off to the side. Come on, squeeze. 2 more. And hold this arm up. Stay, stay, stay. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and release. Step forward. Whew, shake out those legs. All right, let's go ahead and take our weight to the ground. We're gonna go back down to the ground on our back in a hip bridge position. We'll use the weight in just a moment, but to begin with, you're on your back, knees are in line with your hips, hands are by your side, shoulders are tucked under, and you got a little engagement through your upper back. All right, so we're gonna begin by lifting your hips up and down. Just real basic hip bridge, rolling the hips off the mat. And you've got 2 more. All right, now adding on, we're gonna hold our hips up right here. I want you to take your right leg leading the way and just heel out in front and heel back under the knee. And left leg, heel out and in. So it's just a small movement to begin with. Think about your back. Maybe the movement needs to be a little bit smaller, but we wanna keep our hips up the whole time. Good job, you've got 1 more on each side. And now we're gonna change this tap out to the side. So take your right leg out and in, left leg out and in. So a little bit of lateral movement for the hips, stabilization for the trunk. Good. And you've got 1 more on each side right here. And last one. And then we're gonna lower our hips down to the mat, give our knees a little hug. Take a breather there for the back and hamstrings. And then adding on. Okay, so next up, you are gonna take your hands together. We're gonna practice before we add the weight. And you're gonna take your arms overhead as your hips lift, and then bring it back in. And overhead, and then line everything back up. So this is option 1. Next layer beyond this is to lift your knees to bring right to the weight that you're gonna put in your hands. So we push back, we squeeze our abdominals, lift our knees, and begin. Good, keep it coming. You've got 2 more. And last one right here. Very good. All right, so we're gonna hold the weight right above our chest as we move into our hip bridges. So grab your dumbbell, hold it here, or you can put it right over your hips, your choice. All right, so we're gonna lift our hips up and down. So digging our heels in and feeling those hamstrings begin to work. You've got 2 more. And then hold right here. Okay, from here, walk your feet out. So heel out and in, out and in. Now, if you're feeling pretty good about this, without your hands on the ground, you have the option to lift your weight right up over your head and extend your leg a little further out in front of you. Good job, 1 more on each side. And then we're gonna move to that lateral hip movement, okay, where we tap our foot to the right side and then back in. We've gotta be mindful that we're not letting our hips drop as we do this. Good job, keep going. And you've got 1 more on each side, out, and then moving on. So lower the hips down, okay? Bring the weight down, remember this one? We go back, okay, arms go back, and then we lift our knees up in the middle. And arms go back so you can still barely see that weight. Good job. Dig the heels in, option to do this with no weight. A little more if you'd like it. It is a full crunch here. So we lift the upper body. We try to lift the hips as we move through this, nice and slow. And you've got 1 more time here. And, oops, sorry, forgot to do that hip bridge. And then bring it in and hold. All right, set your weight off to the side. Hug your knees to your chest. 1 last move. We're gonna stretch our arms long, legs long, and pull our knees to our body. Let's do it again. And adding another layer if you would like to. As you bring your knees in, lift the upper body. Inhale back, exhale in, And we are gonna repeat this whole sequence one more time, just because it was so much fun. Good, last one here. Inhale back and exhale, hold, 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 and release. Grab your weight again and lift it right up over the chest. Begin with those hip bridges up and down. And you've got 3 more, and 2. Good job, one more time, hold. Good, now, if you want an extra layer, so first option, right, is just the heel digs to the front, but next one is out, out, in, in. So try it out if you'd like, or just dig the heels alternating to the front. If you're doing this walking, lead with the other leg, just for a variation. Good, keep going, hips stay high, one more time, and hold here. So lateral taps, and again, you can stay with the lateral taps, or out, out, in, in. It's a lot more challenging to keep the hips lifted. One more time, and lead with your opposite leg right here. Out, out, in, in. Good, stabilize that weight. One more time, and we're gonna move right into our hip bridge with the extension. So lower your hips down and extend the arms back as you lift, and then bring everything up in the middle, and then do it again. Good, inhale in, hold. Keep going, you've got 3 more. And last one, and then moving on, we'll finish up with our double leg stretch. So lower the weight to the side, hug your knees into your body, okay? Extend arms and legs, go as low as you can, bring it all in. Again, the option to lift the upper body right here. And you've got 3 more. And 2. And 1. Now I'm gonna ask you to take it back out and stay for a hollow hold just for 10 seconds. Draw the belly button down. Come on, hold, hold, hold. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. Whew. Take the head side to side, give your neck a little break, and we're gonna move into our last set. So roll yourself over onto your hands and knees. You will need a dumbbell again for this series. All right, tabletop position. So hands are underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath your hips. We got a nice flat back here. Then we're gonna take our right arm and our left leg and extend out, and then just set it back down and switch to the other side. So exhale to lengthen, and inhale back down. Easy at first, just finding some balance. And one more time. All right, very good. So choose a leg, doesn't matter which one, but we're going to extend it back behind us here, okay? Flex your foot, please, and bring your heel to your backside, and then extend it out. So we're gonna be on this side for quite a while, so enjoy the work for the hips and glutes and the stabilization in the core. Good, one more time, and hold here. Good, we're gonna lift up an inch, down an inch. Good, still squeezing your glutes, up an inch, straight up the back. Nice job, 2 more. And now simply move that leg a couple of inches out to the side. And again, you're gonna go up an inch, down an inch. You're gonna feel that more in the external part of the hips. Other leg is stabilizing, our back is still strong. If you needed to, you could go to your knuckles to keep your wrists healthy. And one more time, and then bring it back to the center. Tap the toes down in the back and lift them up. Tap down and lift. So a little bit bigger range. This is going to change. We're gonna start beginning to tap across our midline and right back up. Down the middle, and then cross the midline and up. Now, if we really wanna get fancy, we're gonna also take it to the side. So here's what that looks like. Open out to the side, out, up, down the middle, and cross. Always hit the middle to reset, and then go out to the side, up, woo. All parts of the hips and glutes working together right here, and out to the side. Good job, and one more in each direction. And now hold up the middle right here, bend your knee, please, and push, push, push. So without any arch in the back. In fact, tuck your hips a slight bit and feel your glutes and hamstrings really engage here. You've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay and release. Good, rock back. Now the leg that was working, I want you to push your hips in that direction and take your hands to the other side. You're wondering, when are we gonna use the dumbbell? In a few moments. First, we're gonna set up the other side. So take your hands back underneath. Extend your leg back, okay? And heel in and point the toes out. So you're on your other leg, heel in and toes out. Good, keep it coming. Just a little hamstring and glute activation. And you've got 2 more. And now we are gonna hold that leg straight out, but flex the foot and lift, lift, baby lifts. Now this is what I mean by arching your back, okay? We kind of get a lot of other parts of our bodies going. We just want the glutes and hamstrings. 2 more. And now move that leg out to the side just a couple of inches and continue to lift, pointing the heel up to the ceiling. Remember, option to go on the knuckles if you need it. And here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back to the center. You're gonna tap down and lift. Down and lift. So a little bit bigger range. Remember, we start taking this in all directions. And one more time. Now cross the line of the body and go up and then go back down the middle. And then cross the line, up. Good job. Be mindful that you're not sinking into that supporting leg. All right, we're adding on this next one. Now take it open to the side. So open, lift, go down the center, cross the body, and continue on in that same pattern. Open out. Woo. Just dipping your toes, right? Dipping them down to the floor. Keep coming. And one more in each direction. And that's your last one there. Hold, good, bend your knee and push, push, push. So activate your glutes. They just feel so tight. Hamstring is working so hard to keep your heel to your butt. Almost there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold, stay, and release. Push your hips back and bring your hands in the opposite direction. Very nice job. We are gonna finish on our back. So go ahead and turn there now. Oops, I lied. I'm sorry, we forgot the weight. Please don't turn to your back yet. Let's go right back to our hands and knees. All right, extend your right leg out in front. You're gonna need your weight by your side here. So a little balancing act here. Okay, again, you can go on your knuckles if you want to. And let's pull that weight up and then release it down slow. So up for 2 and down for 2. I know we already did a few rows today, but this shouldn't wear anything out. What you're really feeling here is your core stabilizing while you're on 2 points and you've got extended limbs and a moving limb. Good, keep going. And you've got 2 more. Now I want you to hold this weight up and slightly out to the side. Just hold, hold, hold. We've got 4, 3, 2, and release all the way down. Switch to the other side. So weight in the hand, extend your leg, and slowly row, slowly lower. One side, always easier than the other, right? Good job. Feel your back and shoulders doing the work to pull this weight up. And let's try one more time. We are gonna add that hold right here. So stay, keep your legs straight. Hold, hold, hold. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. All right, now you get to go to your back. So lay yourself down on your back. Good, bring your knees into your body, and we're gonna stretch our legs up. And then I want you to lower your right leg down and left leg comes in. Good, just a nice stretch here. Lengthening the leg across the floor, but not resting. And then hug your knees back in and stretch. Good, other leg comes in and hold. And bring the knees in and lift. Good. If you'd like a little bit more core work here instead of a stretch, you're gonna take your arms and reach across that front leg. So reach and hold, arm is floating off the ground. Hug the knees back to the center, stretch up, and lift to the other side and hold. Good. And back through the center, and lift, and reach. Tucking your chin, looking down towards your hip, hold. Bring center, and lift, and all right, one more layer here for those that are adding on. Hug your knees in, lift the legs. We're at a pulse right here. Pulse 3, 2, 1. Come center, lift, and pulse 3, 2, 1. Come center, and lift, and 3. Center, lift. Here's your last one. Pulse 3, 2, 1. Come center and lift and reach toward your toes. Reach, 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 reach. 3, 2, 1, and reset. Good. Take the feet together, knees out to the side. Stretch your arms long. And then let the hands come down by the side. Lift your hips up. Just a nice stretch. And release. Good job. Roll over onto your side and press yourself up to a seated position. There's a couple neck rolls here. Sometimes when we do core work, we put a lot of strain in the neck and back. So let's just release it all. And last one. All right, thank you for joining me for your December core class. Hope you loved it and have a wonderful day.